So hello everyone, and welcome back to Sakura Unboxing. So in today's video, I'll be going over two figure festivals. These are of course the Wonderful Hobby Life4U39, as well as the Wonder Festival 2025 Winter. So yeah, I've got a whole bunch of figures to talk about today, my personal highlights of course. So I also apologize in advance if there might be some cuts throughout the video. Mainly because my figure collection is a little bit slow right now because they're uploading all of the figure announcements from the events, so yeah, there might be some cuts here and there. Also, I might miss out on some figures that catch my interest. I usually, again, use Vuruberries as my source to see what figures were announced. Unfortunately, they're still, I think, like, updating some of their pages, like I noticed on the Nendroid section. There are some that were on Good Smile's Wonderful Hobby Life4U39 that weren't on there, so they're still adding figures, so I might miss some. I might do something post-edit mentioning the figures, if there are any I'm interested in. So yeah, just a heads up a little bit as I go throughout this video. So without further ado, let us get started. So for this video, I do have two separate lists for each of these events, which I'll leave in the description below. Also, of course, the star means that I'm leaning towards pre-ordering, or I'm definitely going to pre-order. We'll see later down the line. But yeah, starting off with Wonderful Hobby Life4U39, which I only have 8 items to talk about. There wasn't anything, for me personally, to stand out. Again, there's just some series I don't know. And I tend to only talk about figures that, you know, look very cool visually, but I also just mainly want to talk about figures from series that I know. That's just me. If I don't have anything to talk about with some of the figures, then I just skip over them. So yeah, we're gonna be starting off with the first one. I'll work from right to left. So the first one is yet another Oberon figure. We have the fategrandorder Oberon Nendroid doll. Pretender Moody Summer version by Good Smile Company. So yeah, this is all we're getting right now, but I'll put up the sprite on how he's supposed to look in game. I do kind of like this like jacket he has, how it's like black and it gets like a little bit more blue at the bottom. It's a pretty simple summer design for him, so yeah, he has like 2 summer outfits. I do have the Refreshing Summer Prince Nendroid doll, which I do quite like. So this will be a no-brainer pre-order for me for my Oberon collection, so I'm excited to see how this looks in figure form. After that, a kind of surprise for me, because it's a Sakura Miku figure, and that is the Vocaloid Hatsune Miku Nendroid doll Sakura Miku 2.0 by Good Smile Company, so an updated version to a very old Sakura Miku Nendroid. So yeah, I mean, I think the facial expression, that's a new one. So I'm assuming they'll just update a bunch of things like the sculpt, accessories, however many she may have. I do like the little like cherries for her hair, like they're supposed to be like the little hair ties, which is cute. That also applies to the old Sakura Miku Nendroid that I do have, I believe, who is somewhere on my shelf. Yeah, she's just right behind me. So very cute. I might pick this up just because, you know, I kind of want to compare the two, and I like Sakura Miku figures, so yeah, I'm excited to see what else this Nendroid will come with. So now we're moving on to the next figure, which was a surprise for me and probably a whole bunch of other people. And that is the Avatar: The Last Airbender Zuko Nendroid by Good Smile Company. Now, I watched Avatar, of course, way back when. I finished all of it. I never watched Korra. I don't know, I just wasn't interested. But Avatar: The Last Airbender, a classic show. I really enjoyed it. And Zuko might be probably my favorite character from the series. I mean, again, it's been a while since I watched it, but yeah, quite exciting that he's getting a Nendroid to go with Aang. I'm surprised they didn't do like Katara or someone else, but you know, Zuko is a pretty popular character. But yeah, just one I don't want to pick up, but I thought I'd point out for any Avatar fans out there. So after that, we have this figure, which I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering. They had to make a figure of this version of Miku eventually. And that is, of course, the infamous Hatsune Miku Rabbit Hole version by Good Smile Company. So already looking very adorable. So this Miku is of course based off a Deco 27 song of the same name, and so far she looks so cute. I really love the way the hair looks, how it's got the little hearts on the inside, her hair as well with, you know, the clip on the front, as well as her little headband and bunny ears. Such a cute Miku design. I'm surprised that they didn't maybe do like a pop-up parade large. I think that would be kind of cool as well. But, you know, I really love the song, so, and she looks adorable, so this one I'm definitely going to pick up, and she's painted, so she might go for pre-order soon. So yeah, another Miku figure for the collection. I can't wait to see what else she comes with. So next up we have another Miku figure, which is a racing figure, which I tend not to really pick up, but I want to point out the design of her. And that is the Good Small Racing Hatsune Miku Nendoroid Racing 2025 version. So I think the design is cute. I kind of like the sort of cropped top, as well as the little shorts with the sort of ripped tights, which is very cute. She's got this megaphone that looks like a hammer, which I think is pretty neat. So yeah, I do quite like the design of this, but again, I don't tend to pick up racing figures. Like, again, there's like FGO, Type Moon Racing, or again there's Hatsune Miku racing figures. They're just not my cup of tea for my collection. So yeah, but I really do like the design, so I'm just interested to see what else this Nendoroid will come with. Next figure is an FGO scale, which surprised me, the only one that was announced at this particular event, for Wonderful Hobby Life for You 39 to be specific. And that is the fategrandorder Okita Soji Final Ascension version by Good Small Company. So yeah, I'll probably put up on the side what this Final Ascension is supposed to look like, but needless to say, feet, her feet are definitely at the forefront of that Final Ascension artwork. So yeah, I don't know anything really about Okita Soji, but you know, this is not the figure for me personally, but hey, for fans of her out there, you get this figure. But yeah, so far, sculpt looks great and everything. It's pretty much, again, pulled from that Final Ascension artwork. But yeah, I just wanted to point her out because I always feel like pointing out some Fate figures. And the last one is an Azure Lane figure of a character whose design I really like. And that is the, it says not safe for work, Azure Lane Cheshire, the cat in the Magic Cat version by Good Small Art Shanghai, which I do quite like this whole composition. Cheshire looks adorable. I like the way her tail is making a heart. You got kind of this casino theme to her with the base. So cute. So here is the original artwork. So technically she's supposed to have like a film over her body. You do have like the tights. And as you can see, there is some sort of like, it looks like plastic or like latex or something to kind of cover her up. So I do like the composition of this figure. I think she looks very cute, and I do kind of like this whole black and purple color scheme. Looks very nice. Maybe the outfit is a little bit like on the looter side. It's definitely not covering much on top and in the middle. Yeah, but I do like how they kind of changed the pose up a little bit from the artwork. She's kind of just reaching out. She's got this very cute smile on her face. So yeah, unfortunately though, I do have the Kate Sith Crooner Cheshire figure that went up for pre-order pretty recently. But I really do like the way that this one looks, so you know, I'll keep an eye out. We'll see how she looks colored. But again, I haven't played Azure Lane, so you know, I can't really maybe justify ordering more than one figure of her. So yeah, we'll have to see later down the line when she finally gets colored. Also, one more figure I forgot to talk about. I somehow managed to skip it over on this very small list for Wonderful Hobby Life for You 39. And that is the Kurami Vocaloid Hatsune Miku and Rabbit Yukine figure by Good Small Company. There's not a scale, it doesn't specify what this is. I'm assuming it's a scale figure. But yeah, very much a surprise for me at least. I thought this was just regular Miku, but it's Snow Miku. I do like the sculpt so far. Rabbit Yukine looks so cute. And I like how Miku's dress or like skirt part at the bottom looks like rose petals. I think that's very cool. And yeah, a couple of more close-up photos of the figure itself. The hair sculpt looks pretty good. There's some like nice sculpting on there, as well as the outfit, the way it flows out. Also cute that she comes with this little kuromi as well. And then might as well just show off the original illustration. I do like the hair with the little snowflakes on it. I do kind of like this sort of like darker purple, maybe more violet, blue, and like lighter blue color scheme looks very nice. However, this is not a Miku figure I'll pick up, but hey, artwork looks gorgeous, and if anyone's a fan of this version of Miku, then they have this figure to look forward to. So yeah, now that properly ends off Wonderful Hobby Life for You 39 list. I still can't believe I skipped over that Miku figure. So now we're going into my Wonder Festival 2025 winter list, which has a lot more items, so 29 items total to talk about. And needless to say, this mainly consists of gacha games, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of FGO and some zenlesszonezero as well to talk about. So let's start from the bottom and work our way up to the top. So the first one we have right here is the fategrandorder Abigail Williams Foreigner, Second Ascension by Flare. So yeah, they're just making her in this outfit. I do really like the Second Ascension with just this big witch hat. The butterflies are also very cute. She is thankfully pretty covered, you know, in the middle, so there is that. But yeah, it's just nice to see Abby get some more figures of her different ascensions. I know there's a few, like her, you know, summer outfits have, you know, almost gotten all of their ascensions made into figures, and then, you know, some of her, you know, foreigner version have been made into figures, so yeah, just nice to see that this one is going to be made into one as well in the future. After that, we have another FGO figure. I'll be saying that a lot throughout this video. But we have the fategrandorder Morgan Le Fay by Aniplex. This is, I believe, of her summer outfit. So very cool. They're, you know, capturing like that whole backdrop that she has, and the sculpt looks fantastic so far. So yeah, Third Ascension, I'll pop it up on screen on how it's supposed to look in the game. Yeah, so far, sculpt looks pretty good on her outfit. Her eyes look very nice. The little, I think it's supposed to be a braid in her hair. Also very well sculpted. And yeah, just very cool again that they included that little backdrop piece for her. It's probably going to be very expensive because it's Aniplex. They do tend to price their figures pretty high. And I am personally still waiting on Alter's Morgan figure, her Berserker version, I think Third Ascension. So that one is the one I'm kind of leaning towards picking up, but this one is quite tempting for how she looks, so I'm excited to see how she looks colored in the future. After that, these two surprise figures, I only have one on the list, but they put them in both like the same picture. And that is the not safe for work fategrandorder Minamoto no Raiko, as well as Murasaki Shikibu Bunny Girl Style by QuezQ. So yeah, these two characters, of course, are designed by Raita, who's, you know, has very voluptuous characters. And yeah, so these exist. Again, Murasaki Shikibu, I do kind of want to pick up the Alter version. I just like that one the most. So I'm not... Yeah, these bunny ones, I mean, if you like bunny girls, or if you like these characters, then this is exciting news, but I don't know, for me personally, I'm leaning towards picking them up in their original outfit. Of the two, I think I like Murasaki Shikibu's a little bit. I just kind of like the staff that she has. But yeah, so I don't think it says what scale these two are. No, not yet. So we'll have to see later down the line. Next up, kind of another surprise figure for me. Another summer FGO figure. And that is the fategrandorder Altria Caster. Again by QuezQ. They just had so many Fate announcements, which was exciting. So yeah, this is supposed to be her summer first ascension, which I do quite like. But yeah, again, I do already have a Castoria figure pre-ordered, so this one I'm not leaning towards picking up, but for all the Castoria fans, it's nice to see that she's getting a lot more figures. of her regular version as well as her summer outfits. Then after that, this one I am kind of leaning towards pre-ordering because I really like this character and I actually do have this version of her in my game. And that is the, again it says not safe for work, fategrandorder Ibuki Doji by QuezQ. Her summer outfit, berserker version, so yeah. So this is the final Ascension artwork of her in the game. So I'm curious that they're gonna go with like this exact same pose and everything, but hey, it's nice that Ibuki is getting some figures. I think she just has garage kits. So of course, I'm leaning towards picking this up because I love Ibuki. She's a very useful unit to me in the game. I'm surprised that her Saber class has not gotten any proper scale figures. So I'd like to see like that version of her get something like that, but hey, it's something at the end of the day, so I'm excited to see how this looks as a prototype and, you know, eventually colored. After that, we have yet another Minamoto no Reiko figure, and that is, of course, the 1/7 scale of her by Stronger. I believe this is the summer outfit. I can't remember though if it's like first Ascension. Again, I don't have this character in the game, so I don't really remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so far, pretty cool looking pose and sculpt on her. I like how the weapon at the tip, it gets a little bit more transparent, like purple and clear. I believe I've seen this as a garage kit, so I'm not too sure if they bought it off of the person who originally made this sculpt of her. Unfortunately, that's the only picture, so I can't really show much. But yeah, maybe if I come across some close-ups of her, I might just plop them up on screen. We'll see. So yeah, the pose is a little bit actiony, which I like. The way the hair is shaded looks pretty nice. It looks like it goes from like dark purple to like white to like a little bit more of a purpley gray at the end. And yeah, just the sculpt like on her also, like armor bits like on her knee look very nice. Yeah, probably though I'm not gonna pick this up, but hey, it's another nice Minamoto no Reiko figure. After that, we have one that of course will be an instant pre-order for me. Probably my top highlight of the event for very obvious reasons. And that is the fategrandorder Oberon Pretender Heroic Spirit version by QuezQ. So yes, I freaking love this Oberon design. It's very much steampunk, very cool, and I'm already loving this sculpt. There's just so much gorgeous detail in here. Like his little items on the side of him to the cane that he has. So this is just pulled straight from the artwork that this is based on, which I'll show up on screen. So yeah, doesn't have to be anything too complex because again, I feel like everything is just in the detail on him, which looks again sculpted so amazingly. Okay, so I can just pull it up right here. Here it is on screen, just the Victorian steampunk aesthetic. I love the way the wings look. His little, I guess, backpack looks cool. And you also have like the potions with each different color. Adds a nice little pop to the figure. So yeah, I'm obviously super excited for this one. And then I'll probably put some more close-ups of the figure. I did see, I believe, a couple online. I don't know why it's not on my figure collection yet. But yeah, so he has a prototype, looks amazing. I'm very excited to see this color. And needless to say, it will definitely be a very nice addition to my growing Oberon collection. After that, we got a figure of a series that I've been currently watching and really enjoying. And that is the Frieren Beyond Journeys and Frieren, as well as Himmel by Design Coco and Madhouse. So, absolutely gorgeous concept of the two of them. So yeah, very tempting for me to pick these two up based on these artworks. I've been really enjoying the anime. So yeah, I didn't watch it as it was airing, of course. I guess I decided to wait till every single episode was out, but it is amazing. It is stunning in terms of animation and characters. So yeah, I'm excited to see how these two look as figures. They'll most likely, of course, be a set. So yeah, just absolutely gorgeous artwork here as well. And I like also how they have the flowers which are, I believe, supposed to be the one from Himmel's hometown, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot the design, but they are a blue flower. So yeah, absolutely amazing. So excited to watch more Frieren. And yeah, these might be my definitive figures of the characters. I don't really want to pick too many of them up. As much as I'm enjoying the anime, I just kind of want to keep it limited. Also, it is of course nice to see Himmel get a proper scale figure, so it's always excited for fans of his character. After that, we are moving on to 2 Toho figures that I'll probably be talking about at the same time. And these are, of course, the sort of Castlevania Toho figures. I'm not even going to pronounce the first part of the title for these guys. Of course, made by QuezQ. So yeah, first we have the Yakumo Yukari, and then we have the Kirisami Marisa is the other girl, the witch girl. So yeah, just a very, again, cool artwork for these guys. Just very, like, dark and gothic. I really like the way that they look. Again, I'm not picking up any figures from this line. I do already have some other Toho figures I have in mind that I'm, like, leaning towards picking up, like the Alter Toho figures. But for those who are big fans of this art style and that game, you have more versions of those characters to look forward to. After that, we're jumping back into some Fate figures with this Ereshkigal figure. And that is the Ereshkigal 1/7 Beast version, First Ascension by Aniplex, a pretty recent character, already getting a figure. So yeah, it's supposed to be kind of like a summer Ereshkigal. Yeah, very simple bathing suit. I do like the little cage she has with the blue foliage coming out of it. Personally though, my maybe favorite looking Ereshkigal Beast version might be the 3rd Ascension, which I'll pop up on screen. But yeah, for fans of her character, it's nice to see her getting some more figures. Personally, I'm not going to be picking this one up, but good on them. Good on the Ereshkigal fans for getting some more figures of her. After that, we have a Saber figure. I believe it's Saber Alter that I'm not going to be picking up, but I don't know, I kind of like what she comes with, so yes, we have the, again, fategrandorder Ultra Pendragon 1/7 Saber Alter bunny version by Aniplex. The main reason why I like this one, it's a pretty simple bunny suit, but I like the plate that she comes with, just this massive burger with Excalibur just keeping everything together with this milkshake and fries. Makes me very hungry. And of course there is the original artwork right there. So it's supposed to be like a green smoothie, massive burger with some bacon in it. Looks very nice. Yeah, again, not picking this up. I am perfectly fine with my kimono Saber Alter figure. But hey, if you're a fan of her character, you have this figure to look forward to. And yeah, the food, again, just looks amazing in this artwork. So hopefully they can translate that pretty well to the figure. After that, we're going down the Zenlesszonezero rabbit hole, which is a game I've been playing quite a bit of. I'm really enjoying the gameplay and the characters as well. And Apex has announced the sort of next set of these guys, which are, I believe, the Victoria housekeeping service characters. So first we're starting off with the Zenlesszonezero Ellen Jo 1/7 scale figure by Apex. Doesn't look like they had her figure up, just a small little announcement right here. But yeah, I'll pop up what Ellen looks like on screen. A shark girl. I really like her design, so it's nice to see that she's getting a, pretty nice scale figure in her maid outfit. I know that Apex also made a cheaper Ellen figure in her school uniform, but personally I like her in the maid outfit, and she'll also probably come with her weapon, hopefully. So yeah, exciting news. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how she looks later down the line. After that, we have the next character from Zenlesszonezero, which is the Corin Wix 1/7 scale figure. So yeah, here she is with her buzzsaw weapon. Very cute. The sculpt already looks great on her outfit. So yeah, I feel like this one also had some pictures as well, like some close-ups of the figure. Again, I'll probably pop them up on screen as I'm talking about her. But so far, sculpt looks great on her outfit. I just noticed that her maid outfit at the bottom, it's like a little bit sharp, like again, her weapon, which I think is very cool. I do like the motion, like she's like attacking, like it's like the momentum is bringing her forward, which is cool. And again, Apex has amazing sculpt work. She looks great, so I'm looking forward to see her colored later down the line. After that, we have Alexandrina Sebastiane, I believe is her name, along with Anna Stella and Drusilla, who I believe are the little dolls that she has when she goes into battle. Again, very nice sculpt on the outfit with the flow of everything. I'm not too familiar with this character. There's only one in particular like I'm super familiar with who I do have in game. I mean I have Corin because she's a 4-star and is easy to pull, but this character I don't have. She is a 5-star. But yeah, looks great so far. It is nice also that Apex is making their own sculpts and not just pulling directly from the artwork from the game, which is nice. So yeah, looking forward to seeing her colored as well. And of course, the big one for me that I'm very excited about, because he's my favorite of the Victoria housekeeping service. And that is, of course, the Von Lyacon figure. I swear to God, I'm not a furry, but I've been enjoying a lot of furry character designs in some media. And Von Lyacon, I really love. Oh my god, he looks so good. So yeah, sculpt work looks amazing on like his legs right there. The tail looks so cool, and just everything looks amazing. I'm very excited to see him colored. I'm curious about the prices on these guys. Again, the current zenlesszonezero figures go for roughly $150 to $160. Again, just keep in mind that they have, you know, some little complicated elements of their design, so, you know, that's just something to keep in mind. So yeah, definitely going to be picking up all these characters from this line. Again, it'd be very cool just to have them on my shelf and maybe make a little zenlesszonezero shrine. So yeah, very exciting news for zenlesszonezero fans. And then actually, 2 more zenlesszonezero figures to talk about. The first one, which I'm surprised wasn't on the Wonderful Hobby Life for You 39 page, we have the Wise Pop-Up Parade SP by Good Small Art Shanghai. So yeah, here he is. I think he looks great in terms of the sculpt and everything, and the face as well. Yeah, so also kind of leaning towards picking these up because they will be cheaper figures of these characters. Yeah, maybe some better pictures. So yeah, he looks great. Again, the jacket, very well sculpted and detailed. Paint job looks pretty clean. And in terms of these SP figures for pop-up parades, again, they might not have a lot of shading, if any at all, because they're supposed to be on the cheaper end. But hey, I'd say you get a pretty nice sculpt and relatively good paint job for the price tag for these. And then after, of course, we have Belle as well. So very cute, like the pose, like the jacket. Of the two, I like Belle's design quite a lot more with her haircut and jacket. And yeah, super cute once again. So yeah, I'm interested to see when these guys will go for pre-order because they're already colored. So yeah, most likely going to be picking these up for my zenlesszonezero collection. So now moving on to the next figure, yet another Miku figure. And that is the Pia Pro Characters Hatsune Miku 1/7 Jiangxi version by Design Coco. Really like the design of this Miku with her hair and the outfit in general. Very tempting to pick up. I just think she looks very cute. So yeah, more close-ups of the figure. I do like the little heart cutout on her outfit. And again, she's got kind of like the long bell sleeves and her nails are painted. So yeah, very cute color scheme as well for her. And then, of course, might as well show off the original illustration that this was based on. Very cute. Yeah, might as well show off one more picture. Interested to see the price. This hopefully won't be over $200. In my opinion, maybe shouldn't be. So yeah, very cute. Already painted and might be put up for pre-order soon in the future. After that, we have this figure, which I'm not going to be picking up because I haven't played the game, but I thought the sculpt work looks very impressive. And that is the Persona 5 Carmen and Takamaki Ann 1/6 scale figure by Starexva Studio. I'm not too familiar with them. I'm not sure if they have any other figures out. But yeah, I think I might put up on screen though. Again, this is unfortunately the only picture on my figure collection. But I did see some more pictures on like Twitter and everything. But I just think this looks amazing in terms of the sculpt. You have her persona in the background, you have Anne at the front, and just the sculpt on everything looks amazing. It's very actiony. You even have these like clear effect parts which will be painted in the future. So cool. If I was a massive Persona 5 fan, I would honestly probably invest in this one. Granted, it'll probably be an arm and a leg, but it's nice to have her with her persona. I feel like that's always cool to have the characters together like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't say what material it's gonna be made out of. I'm not too sure if it's like resin, considering how massive this looks, or if it's PVC. So we'll have to see. I'll just keep an eye out on this one in terms of it being colored, but if you're a fan of this character, you have this very gorgeous figure to look forward to. After that, we finally have this Saber figure colored, one that I praised the sculpt of in the past. And that is the Fate Stay Night Ultria Pendragon Prisma Wing 1/4 scale figure by Prime One Studio and Wonderful Works. So, in my opinion, this looks absolutely amazing colored. I adored the sculpt of this one in the past, and I feel like the paint job looks amazing on her. In terms of the outfit, it does have a little bit of metallic white to it, along with her armor. The little saber statues on the base look very nicely done. They're like gold, but also have some weathering to them. God, if I had the room, and if I was a massive Saber fan, I honestly would go for this Saber figure. So yeah, of course I want to give some nice close-ups of the figure. So yeah, just, again, that detailing in her outfit, the blue parts especially, are amazing. Hair sculpt also looks good. Eyes, pretty well applied. Yeah, again, I think the sculpting on her is amazing. There's just so many wonderful little details to look at. So yeah, again, as tempting as it would be to get this Saber figure, she's not like my favorite character from the series. And again, it's 1/4, it's made out of resin, and it's gonna cost probably over $1,000. Yeah, no. Sometimes they have like little prices on this little board right here, but unfortunately there's not, so we'll have to see when she finally goes up for pre-order. And then once again, I thought I'd point out this sort of extra part to the figure. Hopefully this is not like a bonus or anything, because again, it's super cool. Unfortunately, there weren't any pictures of this painted, but it's her with, you know, Excalibur, and there's these effects parts around it. Amazing looking. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely an amazing Saber figure. If you're a massive fan of her and you don't have a figure of her, maybe this is something to invest in. Again, be warned that I believe it's on, you know, the resin side, so you know, stuff could break, and it'll be very expensive, but I think that this Saber figure turned out absolutely amazing colored. After that, we have this super cute little cat girl. There were some better pictures of her that hopefully I can find, but I thought I'd point her out again. And that is another Tea Time cat, which is the Siamese cat Azuki. And I think Totemo is the name of the other little guy right next to her. But again, I love the Tea Time Cat series. She looks absolutely adorable. I love the little donut dress. Definitely an instant pre-order for me. Should be a figure under $100, which is nice. And again, made by Ribos, one of my favorite figure manufacturers. So yeah, and again, illustrated by Star Shadow Magician. No surprise, an amazing artist. And yeah, so this is a pretty recent picture as well. Just look at all the... there's just so many cute little things to the figure. I'm curious if she'll come with some of those bonuses in the background, like that plate. The little button would be so cute. So yeah, colored, it looks like she might go up for pre-order soon. So also, I just noticed from this picture that the little cat that's right next to her, it looks a little fuzzy, like it has that velvety sort of feel to it. So that's pretty cool. A little bit of texture on that figure. But yeah, just the sculpt, the shading. Ribos does such an amazing job with their figures. So yeah, personally a no-brainer pre-order for me. I'm excited to get her to go with my other little cat girls in my collection in the future. After that, we have a Twisted Wonderland figure, which I think just looks amazing. Again, I don't pre-order these, I don't really play the game, but I will admit that the Aniplex figures are pretty cool looking. And this is the Twisted Wonderland Malleus Draconia 1/8 scale figure by Aniplex, so these tend to be like Aniplex store exclusive figures. And yeah, so I really love the way that he looks, just the brambles, like these very thorny branches that he's on top of, his sculpt work. You also have like this staff, and it's supposed to be, of course, that little spinning wheel, or like sewing wheel, I believe, from Sleeping Beauty as kind of like a weapon, which is a very cool nod to that movie. But yeah, I just think he looks amazing. Like, you have like the black, but you have these pops of like neon green. Yeah, some more close-ups. Sculpt work looks pretty good on him, like the details on his outfit, the horns, the Maleficent horns look very cool. Yeah, just trying to find him at a few different angles, so very cool. Again, unfortunately, I don't play these games, so I can't justify really picking these up. So yeah, however, these guys do tend to go slightly down in the aftermarket, I believe, compared to their Ninjaroids. So yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure, because I feel like it's been like a few years since I've seen, you know, listings of these guys, but I just wanted to point him out for his very impressive looking sculpt. I feel like these Twisted Wonderland scale figures look so amazing. After that, we have yet another Kinoko figure that was announced that finally got made into a prototype, and that is the Uchi no Neko ga Ononoko de Kawaii Kinoko Golden Head 1/6 Asonde version. So yeah, here she is, looking so cute. The face looks adorable, her hair looks great. She's got these little toys at the bottom, which are very cute. So I believe this is supposed to have an original illustration. Yeah, okay. We have some more pictures on the side, which is good. So yeah, oh my god. Absolutely adorable. The face, the way the clothing kind of folds and wrinkles, her hair, so cute. And yeah, so I'm curious if this Kinoko figure is gonna come with like a few more things. I do have another Kinoko figure by Golden Head. That one came with a whole bunch of goodies, like I believe a wall scroll and like a little card. So yeah. There'll probably be like different versions of this figure so you can get different bonuses, which is quite nice. So yeah, leaning towards pre-ordering this one for my Kinoko collection, so I'm interested to see how she will look colored. After that, we have the last Miku figure for the list who finally got a prototype, and that is the Vocaloid Hatsune Miku, Sakura Miku by Spirit Tail, their second Sakura Miku figure. There is that other one that I really wish I can get from my collection, but unfortunately she's just quite expensive in the aftermarket. So this one I won't be skipping out on. So yeah, sculpture looks great on her so far, and the outfit. I like how simple the base is. You just have the, you know, cherry blossoms on there. Doesn't have to be anything too complicated. As well as the hair sculpt, the way that is looking, it looks pretty great so far. And then, of course, the original illustration as well. Of course, I like the cherry blossom pattern on there, just the pink as well. Also nice how her hair goes from like pink to a little bit more purple or lavender at the ends, and the little cherry hair ties look cute as well. Oh, and even the little cherry blossom shoes look adorable. So yeah, this one I am definitely going to be pre-ordering. I'm not going to skip out. I'm not too sure about other Spirit Tail figures in the aftermarket, but again, I just don't want to miss out like I missed out on that other Sakura Miku figure by them. Also, I want to point out that the one Miku on the left is still unpainted. I don't know how long it's taking them to paint that one, because again, that's another Miku figure I want to pick up in the future. But yeah, it's a cute little setup that they actually have at this event. I will say this much though, I did notice compared to the original illustration versus the figure that the face does look a little bit different, and I did see some comments of people talking about the face. I'm not going to go into them. You can read them for yourselves. It is a little bit different looking. But I still think the face looks pretty good, but people have been talking about it. Again, not going to go into it. You can read them at your own discretion. But excited to see this Miku figure colored and, you know, put up for pre-order in the future. After that, we're moving on to the last couple of figures, which are all Fate related. So the first one is the Fate Grand Order Yang Weifei Foreigner Heroic Spirit Event Attire version by Good Small Company, which I believe just had an illustration before. I just can't remember if there was a prototype previously, but so far the sculpt looks pretty nice. The illustration is right here. It doesn't look like she's going to come with these little spirits next to her, but outfit design looks very cute, and I do like how her, I think she's supposed to have an instrument in there. It has some of the other foreigner characters on there, which is very cute. Again, not one I want to pick up, but I thought I'd just point her out. And now we're moving on to a figure that finally got colored by Amakuni. And this is the Fate Grand Order Balban Sith Archer, again by Amakuni. Finally colored. She looks amazing so far. I'm probably going to see if there's any better pictures. Yeah, there she is. Looks amazing. I like the hair, the gradient from this like bright pink to a little more translucent looking at the end, and the sculpt work on her outfit looks absolutely amazing. And there's probably no images of the boots, but I do kind of like it. Looks like she has like these little white patterns on there with these roses, which look very nice. But yeah, doesn't look like there's any like paint issues on her, which is great. And maybe slightly better picture, but those boots, those platform boots, she is killing it in those. They look so good, like nice and glossy, and just very cool design wise. So yeah, looks like she may or may not go for pre-order soon because she's colored. I have to see the price because Amakuni can get a little bit expensive, and I do like her character design, so I'll have to see later down the line in terms of price and release date for her. So now we're going on to a Melusine figure that finally got painted, and boy, probably going to cost an arm and a leg. And that is the Fate Grand Order Melusine Lancer 3rd Ascension by Fat Company. So yeah, this one is absolutely crazy. A figure that will definitely take up a lot of room on your shelf, but so far the coloring looks amazing, but we'll have to look at some close-ups first instead of this blurry ass photo. So yeah, there she is. I will admit the colors look absolutely stunning. The blues, the blacks, the sculpt work again on her weapons, her wings, and Melusine herself look amazing. So very cool that this version of her is getting an Ascension. It's very crazy, very ambitious, but so far looks pretty nice from these promo photos. And yeah, for anyone wondering, this is what the 3rd Ascension looks like. It's very crazy. Yeah, the other one, it looks like they have her wings like really stretched out, so again, he'll just take up a lot of room, unfortunately. So yeah, while it would be cool to pick up this Melusine figure, unfortunately, I have 2 other versions of her pre-ordered, and I feel like I just can't justify picking this one up for how much space she's gonna take, but again, I think she looks amazing. I am worried about the price point of her, however, for those who want to pick her up. Might be a 49,000 yen figure, that's just my guesstimate. We'll have to see. Plus she also has all these like little clear plastic supports behind her to support her wings and everything else. And again, Fat Company can be hit or miss with their quality. I feel like a lot of people say miss, so I am worried about as well when people finally get her in the mail. And, you know, possible QC issues, possible sculpt issues, who knows later down the line. But so far, the promo photo looks very impressive. Again, a very ambitious character design to make into a figure. So yeah, we'll have to see later down the line in terms of price, how much she'll come out to, and then how she'll be in person. But yeah, very cool looking Melusine figure at the end of the day. And now going on to the last Fate figure, the last of the Tamlin Knights. It's kind of nice how I had all three of them next to each other on the list. We have the fategrandorder Barghest Saber by Fat Company, I believe based off her second ascension, more of like a dress outfit. Still, you know, still unpainted, unfortunately, but very cool looking sculpt. Personally for me, if I were to pick up a Barghest figure, maybe I would lean more towards her first ascension. The third one is a little bit crazy and a little bit more, you know, she's not really covered too much in that one. So yeah, but hopefully this one gets colored in the future, so we'll see how she looks. And again, there it is. Again, I like sort of the pink and blue and black color scheme for her. And she's got some tights. She's very thick. So yeah, it'll kind of look like this, hopefully, in the future. So yeah, that's gonna conclude my much more massive list for Winter Festival 2025 Winter. Again, a very gacha heavy list. But I'm very excited for some of these announcements later down the line. So yeah, let us get into the outro, and of course I'll list off some of the ones that I'm very excited for in the future. So hello everyone, post-editing Sakura here to go over one more figure that was put on Verberry's website. Thankfully it's the only one, and there weren't any more figures I want to talk about, but this one caught my eye for the cuteness, and of course she's got a little bit of a sweet theme to her. And that is the Vocaloid Hatsune Miku S-Fire Marshmallow Hot Cocoa version by Sega. So yes, an absolutely adorable Miku design. I just think there's so many cute little elements to her, like her hat, how like the ears, they're supposed to look like rabbits obviously, how yeah, the ears are a little bit roasted on top, and how she has this little bunny companion. Just a very cute, you know, simple pose and everything kind of figure. And this is of course based off an illustration by Soroku, so yeah, very gorgeous looking illustration. I did see a comment saying that they wish that there were more elements from that illustration in the figure. There's obviously all these little bunnies in the image, as well as she's on a plate, and there's of course some hot cocoa in the background. I personally think that would have been very adorable. So yes, even though it would be more expensive, I think I would prefer that little plate, hot cocoa, and the extra little bunnies be put into the figure compared to what we got. So I am hoping also that this figure is not that expensive. There are some figures from Sega's S-Fire line that are quite pricey. There are of course also some Miku figures that vary in price quite a bit. The Lu Guangji version costs roughly 33,000 yen, which is the most expensive sort of scale figure, Miku figure from this line. Then we have the Yuji Jiang version that costs roughly 26,000 yen. After that, one of the less pricey ones, we have the Hatsune Miku Autumn Outing version by Sega, costing roughly 11,800 yen. And then the last Miku, the most inexpensive of the bunch, which is the Takene version, which costs roughly 9,000 yen. So I do feel like that this Miku should not be that expensive compared to some of the much more pricey Miku scale figures from this line. I'm hoping that's not the case. And also I should mention that you can't pre-order these S-Fire figures off of AmiAmi unless you get them pre-owned. They're up on AmiAmi's website. I guess you can get them through Nin Game, but I have seen Good Smile Global as well as the US stores have them up for pre-order, which is nice. So I guess I'll have to just pre-order it off of the Good Smile Global website in the future, because I definitely really like the way she looks. Absolutely adorable, and I feel like a nice addition to my sweet theme collection. So now we're going on to ones that I'm very excited for in the future. Of course, I am excited for the Rabbit Hole Miku Ninjaroid. I'm definitely going to be ordering her. Just looks so cute so far. And again, really love that song. After that, of course, the Oberon Moody Summer version Ninjaroid doll. Definitely going to be picking him up for the collection. And then, of course, some of the bigger ones, the Ibuki Doji scale figure by Quezq. I definitely want to pick up a figure of her in the future. So I'm interested to see how that summer version of her is going to look. So then also the Frieren and Himmel figures by Design Coco. Just again, very cool artwork. I'm enjoying this series a lot, so I'm interested to see how those will look and the concept and poses they'll go for in the future with them. The Spiritel Sakura Miku figure, of course. I love that original artwork, and I'm a sucker for Sakura, so she's definitely going to be picked up in the future. The Kinako figure looking absolutely adorable in terms of sculpt. I'm looking forward to see her colored. Little tea time cat Azuki, very adorable. Definitely a pickup for me in the future. The Saber Prime 1 studio figure just looks very impressive, colored, looks amazing. But again, I can't really justify picking her up because I'm not, Saber's #1 fan, plus again, 1/4 resin. Gonna cost an arm and a leg, but for those fans of her, that's something to look forward to in the future. Of course, the Apex line of zenlesszonezero figures already looking very impressive with their sculpt works. I am super excited for all of them, especially Von Lycon. Sorry, he's my favorite. Not a furry. He's just very cool. And I cannot believe I forgot to talk about this figure. As I'd say another top figure from the event. So of course that is the Melusine 3rd Ascension Lancer version. By Fat Company. Again, a very ambitious ascension to make into a figure. From the photos, I do think she looks quite impressive so far. Again, really won't be picking her up because of the size, and I have those other Melusine figures order. But for those massive fans of her and her 3rd Ascension, again, you have this to look forward to. Hopefully Fat Company does pull through though in terms of the quality of the figure. And then the last figure, the top figure for me at this event, no freaking surprise to anyone, the Oberon Pretender Heroic Spirit outfit version by QuezQ. Looks already amazing with his sculpt work on his outfit and all the little trinkets in it. So yeah, QuezQ absolutely killed it at this event for me personally with what figures they announced. I'd say follow up by Apex maybe, like as a close second. So yeah, very excited for him in the future. Of course, a definite pickup. So that's kind of overall concluded for this event. So let me know what were your personal favorites you're looking forward to see painted or as a prototype in the future. And who do you definitely want to pick up as they go for pre-order. So yeah, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you would like to, of course, and you do enjoy my content, feel free to take the time to subscribe to my channel to see what other figure and merch related shenanigans I get into next. So thank you all again so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night wherever you are, and take it easy. Goodbye.